Councilmember Price.
Mr. President, out of an abundance of caution, I'm recusing myself from item 5 because my wife's employer has worked with an organization on this item in the past.
All right. Item number 5, recusal for Councilmember Price. Any other specials, members?
Good morning. And which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning, sir. I'm just making a general comment.
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
All right. Excuse me. My name is Paul Murchie, and I am a former emergency-appointed paramedic, one of the 5 medics abruptly terminated mid-shift last week. We were promised 3 years of service and let go after 1, despite clean records, strong performance, and critical contributions, including transporting injured LAFD firefighters from structure fires. The decision came as the city faces a historic paramedic shortage. Your choice to cut experienced medics without a replacement in plan has only deepened that crisis. Our fire department leadership carried out the order begrudgingly with remorse, and although I can't see the full picture from where I stand, this looks reckless and dangerous. In the past, EAPs were extended indefinitely, even given past the full-time roles. Today, that support is gone. Every member of this council has anywhere between 2 and 8 paramedic vacancies within their district, and it is only the people of Los Angeles that will pay the price for this. Thank you.
Thank you, council representatives and attendees to this meeting for hearing me out today. My name is Tiffany Wright. For 17 years, I've devoted my life to the cannabis industry as a community organizer, activist, social equity mentor, and business operator supporting licensed businesses in the city of LA. I'm here to make an impassioned plea that we desperately need tax relief. The current tax and fee structure is unsustainable and is driving well-meaning, honest, marginalized people into debt. People are losing their homes, their health, and even their lives to this predatory tax structure. We desperately need leadership on this issue, and we need it now. I can't believe that the city of Los Angeles would want to be complicit in being a predator to the most marginalized operators in the city. So we need you to take some leadership on this issue. We need you to reduce the taxes to 1% or less in consistent practice with alcohol and tobacco taxation. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Annabelle Ramos, and I'm going to make a general comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm a student at Granada Hills Charter High School, and I'm here today as a part of Councilmember John Lee's Youth Council program, which has given me the opportunity to better understand local government and the role young people can play in shaping our communities. I hope to pursue a future in healthcare where I can continue serving others, especially the underserved community who is often overlooked. And being part of this council has shown me that leadership doesn't have to wait, and change can start now with the help of others. Thank you, Councilmember John Lee and Ron Rubin, for supporting young voices and giving us the chance to grow, lead, and contribute to society. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jonah Saida, and I'm a sophomore at Chatsworth Charter High School and a proud member of Councilmember John Lee's Leadership and Excellence program. I'm incredibly grateful for the opportunity Mr. Lee's office has given me to learn about local government and how young people can create real change in their communities. Too often, youth feel like their voices don't matter, but programs like this prove otherwise. They show us how to get involved, speak up, and take action. I hope the council will continue to support and expand opportunities like this across the city so more students can engage, learn, and lead. Thank you for your time and for believing in the next generation. Thank you.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
I signed up as Eldon Campbell for the record, and I would like to speak on all items in general.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Item number 13 is on 4118, and as you all know, Mayor Karen Bass has been sitting, lying, and sleeping on charter reform for the last 8 months, and now she's gone from trying to kill the commission to trying to hijack it. I do find some relief in knowing that a year and a half from now, Karen will have all the time she wants to sit, lie, and sleep. Item 1 is about weed abatement, and Grote, I need you to help me with something. Why is it that our mayor thinks she can assert power reserved for our Charter Reform Commission? This doesn't require getting into the legal weeds, but this council asked the city attorney to draft a law saying that we have a 2-step process. The Charter Commission launches the application process. That was passed by this council. That was signed by the mayor. And now she wants to say that actually she had the authority to launch that application in March, and we don't need to have an open process now, and that we should just use her 5 people from her little select pool. That's it. She's intruding on all your power. You passed that fucking law. Moving on to the budget, I wonder why we're spending money on this thing if we're just going to make it a big old joke. Let's look at our 7 current commissioners. Just 2 of them are from the Valley. I'm sure Bob will make sure we get that up to 3 when he gets his in, whenever that happens. Only 2 of them out of the 7 are Latino in the city of Los Angeles. We have no Asian American representation, no Armenian representation. We're going to talk about the Port of LA, Mr. McCosker, but we got nobody from the harbor communities on that commission. Now, we got 5 more picks to make, but this is even more complicated because out of those 7 commissioners we have right now, 3 of them live in Isabel Jurado's district. So this is going to be tough. We got to go through these applications and balance for the diversity of this city. But we got maybe 80 applications, no idea how many of them are valid. Keep in mind that the county had an application process for their reform task force at the same time, and they got 400 applications, 5 times as many as Karen Bass did. She's appointed the majority of these commissioners. She has ignored the law y'all passed
Speaker,
and
I
said,
believe you've
hey,
exhausted your 1 minute on item 18. Welcome to
send
continue
me
during
to
general.
general, please.
Okay, you have 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
You passed a law saying we don't want to do what we did with the Fed tapes, with redistricting. You can't just pull a commissioner willy-nilly. You have to go to the council to get your removal approved. And what did Karen Bass do? She said, you're all going to have to sign undated letters of termination. So she's got a majority of the commissioners. They're all wrapped up around a leash, and we're only going to use her select pool. I hope you go reach out to your friend Justin Ramirez, who you just confirmed to this commission, and tell him to open up that application process right now. Because the commission is not going to meet for a bit. So their hands are tied. So this comes down to you. I do wonder where this council's backbone has gone. Are you all that scared of the council president that you can't fight for your constituents, for your own power, for this collective body? I will say, Nuri Martinez would be very, very proud of our council president. And as you teach us, it can always get worse. That cuts both ways. For you.
Speaker, your time has expired. Next speaker. Good morning. You have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
All right, good morning. Item number 1, I need some extra vinegar on the side. Item number 1. 我伪装着不露痕迹的，想在你身边，静静地陪着，看着天边，骑着单车，往前行进着，某个路口。爱在等着你往前走，不回头看了记忆的笑脸，缓缓地敲着我的琴键，我不舍得让你孤单单的，我爱你的心牵挂着，心不再拼命躲，不去害怕结果。Item number 2, special extra soy sauce on that item number 2. 假设有个以后，你会怎么说？一直想跟你说，幸福不再溜走。下个路口，你会看见爱有美丽笑容。爱转角遇见了谁？是否有爱情的美？爱转角以后的街，能不能由我来陪？爱转角遇见了谁？是否不让你流泪？也许陌生到了解，来让我当你的谁？我不让爱掉眼泪，不让你掉眼泪。Item number 3, no spicy sauce on the side. Item number 3. 让爱永远，你就是我，就是我的美。 爱只有简单笔画，却比想象复杂，很安定爱变化。我爱过几个人，也被爱过几遍，却还是没能将幸福留下。爱是不可数的吗？为何我还相信它不是独行侠？我在等一个人，在等我的永恒，告诉我爱不担心，别害怕。
General public comment.
Thank you very much, City Attorney, that I am aware that our City Attorney trying to put certain words as illegal, and then I just want to inform the whole city that Councilmember Spindler is putting his life on the line to defending your First Amendment. Councilmember Spindler is putting his life on the line to defend your Second Amendment. So if there's anyone in smoking scan living in CD District 1, so please vote for Councilmember Spindler, because there's nobody defending your First Amendment rights. Nobody will telling you that this word is illegal, that word is illegal. You cannot say this sentence, you cannot say that word, other than Councilmember Spindler will defend your First Amendment. Together, me, Mr. Herman, Audit LA, all of us combined together, putting our life on the line to secure your rights to freedom of speech. So to secure your rights of First and Second Amendment, vote for Spindler CD1 2026.
And Speaker, your time has expired. And before the next speaker begins, just an announcement. I see we have a lot of new people here and a lot of confused looks. So I will extend the same offer that we do to this regular attendee, the previous speaker, as we always do, which is, Speaker, if you would like a foreign language interpreter, you are more than welcome to request one at least 48 hours in advance, and we will do our best to accommodate that. For members of the public who are looking confused, this is not an uncommon occurrence. The people are allowed to provide their public comment in many different ways, including in foreign languages. This speaker has not, which is his right, requested an interpreter. So we appreciate your patience. I promise you that it can get much worse. Good morning, Speaker. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning, council members. My name is Krish Sodi, and I'm a student at Charlotte College Preparatory and a proud participant in Councilmember John Lee's leadership program. This program has shown what is possible when youth are given a voice. Through the leadership program, I have gained firsthand experience in civil engagement, leadership, and public service. But I know I am one of the lucky ones. I have friends in other parts of Los Angeles who are just as passionate, just as driven, but they haven't had success in access to the same programs and opportunities. They are asking for internships, mentorships, and a real chance to be involved in city government. Let's take what's working in CD 12 and expand it citywide. Fund youth advisory boards in every district, support paid internships, and make civic leadership more accessible for all students. When we invest in the youth, we are building a stronger Los Angeles for everyone. Thank you.
Next speaker.
My name is Shamika. I'm an organizer with LA Can. I am also a resident in Skid Row, the CD14 area. I am here standing in solidarity with tenants from one of the 17 buildings to submit this urgent letter regarding conditions in the buildings. Our demands today are immediate on-site lawful mail delivery for all 15 occupied buildings, no more excuses. Restoration of 24/7 security, not armed thugs, not intimidation, but real tenant protective presence across the HALA portfolio. And again, I would like to submit these letters to council. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Whose city is this?
Good morning,
All right.
sir. Which items would you
let
like
me
to speak
continue.
to?
Housing is a human right. Good morning, City Council. My name is Mr. Pancake. I'm international. I am a LA Can housing organizer, Native Angelino. I know many of you city council members. First of all, housing is a human right. By law, tenants have a right to safe, sanitary, habitable conditions. I stand in support of all tenants residing in Leo Puskanowski's buildings. I know many of them and have seen conditions in some of the buildings. One tenant I know was assaulted in her building 6 o'clock in the morning for lack of security in her building. City, we got to get it right. Housing is a human right. Can I get a right on?
Just general public comment. So my name is Corey Patterson. I'd like to speak on the conditions. First of all, I'm an LACAN member, Skid Row resident, a CD14 constituent, and I'm here to like Mr. Pancake said, inform you guys about some of the conditions in our buildings. I live in the Lincoln Hotel building. We still remain without any kind of lock mechanism on our front door. Our front door is deadbolted. I'd like LAFD to come out and let us have more fire exits. And I'd still like a locking individual mailbox from the owner. We have never had in the history of the Lincoln any individual locking mailboxes. And this is a California 1941.1. It's our habitability. We need some support. We're working with the right people, but we need this fixed in many of the buildings. So we're going to keep coming until it's done. And those are the two items we'd like to start today. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Christopher Martinez. I'm a social equity cannabis operator. I wasn't able to make it to the operations committee here on time to make public comments, but I did want to thank Councilmember Padilla and Gerardo for their work that they're doing with the social equity operators and cannabis overall. We appreciate you listening and hearing us out, and I know there's a lot of more work to do. I keep on hearing that the DCR is a cost recovery department, but some of the costs just don't make sense at all. I had to apply for a DBA for my business. It cost me $30 to do it with the county. To change it with the DCR, it's costing me over $500, which makes no sense. Another issue is taxes. San Francisco currently has a 1.5% tax on anyone generating up to or grossing $1 million, and 5% tax on anyone generating over that $1 million. That could be easily resembled here in Los Angeles. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. My name is Madison Shockley, social equity entrepreneur and retail owner in CD9, also a resident of CD10. There is a motion that has been circulating, authored by Councilmember Price. It is called the Social Equity Reform and Market Stabilization Motion. I want to thank Councilwoman Imelda Padilla for the hard work she's been doing to address the problems with the social equity program and the cannabis industry in general. I invite the rest of the council to please pay more attention to this issue. This motion does a lot of the work for you. It addresses the taxes and lowering the taxes so we can compete with the illicit market. It addresses extending the social equity program till 2031 to match the state so that we can continue on our provisional licenses as we transition to annual. It addresses many other problems. Please look at this motion and consider it and bring it up as soon as possible. Council President, please agendize
Speaker,
this.
your time has expired. Next speaker.
My name's Adam from LACAN. I'd like to speak on general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
I'm here with LACAN members and tenants from across the Hope for an Affordable LA, formerly Skid Row Housing Trust building portfolio, to submit a letter that you already have from these and more tenants. While we know that there are myriad issues in these buildings, including mold, cockroaches, and bed bugs, non-working locks, locked fire doors, non-working fire suppression systems, and much more, this letter touches on two incredibly urgent ones: a lack of security since the new landlord took over these buildings, signed off by the city of Los Angeles, and a lack of access to mail, a violation of state and federal law. In the letter and in testimony today, you'll hear from tenants who have been forced to live in unsafe conditions, with responsibility falling on not just the landlord, but the housing department, HACLA, and the city, who signed off on the sale of these 17 buildings for just over $8,000 per unit. The demands: immediate on-site lawful mail delivery for all 15 occupied buildings, and 2, restoration of 24/7 security, not armed thugs, not intimidation, but real tenant protective presence across the portfolio. Please listen to the tenants today.
Yes.
Okay, my name is Diane Z. Diane Z. I live at the Produce. As of 2010, I hereby today, with other tenants from one of the 17 buildings recently purchased by Hope for an affordable LA, submit a letter regarding to conditions of the building. We haven't received our mail as of January. And I also would like to say immediate on-site lawful mail delivery for 15 occupants in the building. No more excuses. Restoration of 24 security, not armed thugs, not imitation, but real tenant protective presence across the HLA portfolio. I would also like to say I was attacked in 2017. I have a picture, but I know I don't have time to show it, where one of the people that came in without permission to come into the building, but I do have a picture. He had hit me with his hand, and I have the bruise. That was in 2017, and nothing has been done about it.
Next speaker. Good morning, Speaker. Which items would you like to speak to?
All items in general public comment,
Okay,
please.
that's 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the items. Go ahead.
Thank you. DanielGus.substack.com, the Los Angeles Press Club's online journalist of the year a year ago. Item number 18, you have a very serious problem. The LA City Clerk's Office acknowledged it had misinformation on its website about when meetings are held and where they're held. Your entire meeting from last Friday where you voted on the mayor's budget, that's going to be a do-over because I have it in writing from Josue in the clerk's office that misinformation was on the website. I'm submitting a cure and correct. So item 18 is going to be moot, and your entire Friday discussion is going to be mute unless you want to get the city sued by danielgus.substack.com. Don't challenge me on that. 21, LASA. Wait a minute. 4 women and no men? Well, where's the equity there? You have 4 women on the panel in item number 21. So shove all your stuff about equal opportunity. You have the entire panel so far, 4 women, no men, and you want to put another woman on it. So that's how it goes in Los Angeles. Item number 16, that building has been vacant for about 20 years since I lived at the foothills of Runyon Canyon. Why now in 2025? You know how much that property is worth? Why not take that and pay down some of the debt? Not that it's not a noble item, but really, you're going to the foothills of the Hollywood Hills to build that place? Item number 14, the Juneteenth celebration. How confident, raise your hands, show of hands, how confident are you that Mr. Price doesn't have a conflict of interest right now? Because rumor has it that there's new evidence coming from a grand jury and that there's a plea negotiation for prison time for Mr. Price or home confinement for Mr. Price. I don't know. How confident are you about all of this? Am I at general public comment or do I have 1 more minute?
You're still on the items if you'd like.
Okay, great. Thank you. Going back, so we're talking about the budget and the veto and stuff like that. Trying to find out why Denise Verrett at the LA Zoo didn't disclose millions of dollars that are available to the zoo that she transferred to other organizations outside of the city, including some that she is the executive director of. So why don't we have the whole redo of that part of the budget for the zoo to find out why she didn't disclose millions of dollars that are being transferred to other organizations she sits on? Because, you know, that's kind of a conflict of interest. It's kind of embezzlement, depending on who benefited from it. We know that she did because she relied on the Aquarium and Zoo Association to transfer the elephants
General
to
public
Tulsa.
comment.
Okay, DanielGus.substack.com. Mr. Harris Dawson, I filed a $3 million civil rights claim against the city for things you have been doing here lately. You want to talk about a lawsuit? We're going to find out what's been going on. So the city attorney's office is now vetting my $3 million civil rights lawsuit claim against the city, preceding a lawsuit. on danielgusta@substack.com, I'm trying to find out why Mayor Bass is now having an emergency meeting only after the terrorist anti-Semitic attack in Boulder, Colorado. Didn't Brian K. Williams' home being raided in December, didn't that warrant an emergency meeting? On danielgusta@substack.com, I call it the risky political abacus of Mayor Karen Bass, because you should have had an emergency meeting. I'm telling you, LA Live is not the only soft spot for a terrorist.
Just general comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
All right, General Dogon, shut it down organizer with LA Can. And I'm here with other members of our Human and Civil Rights Committee. We've been here before, support of the former Skid Row Housing Trust tenants, right, in addressing the conditions in their building. And we're here again today. And we're here today with a letter, right? And we asked this council to meet the demands in those letters. And we're going to be back again and again and again. Today we're here with about 12, 15 people. Next we're going to be here with 50, 100, and the whole Skid Row until these conditions are met. It ain't going to stop, so we might as well just start right now fixing these conditions in these buildings so we all can get a good night's sleep. All power.
Hi, my name is Daniel Sosa. I am a cannabis operator here in Los Angeles. Our industry is in a crisis right now. Dispensaries in Los Angeles owe $280 million in back taxes to the city. And additionally, another $1 billion in back taxes to the state. So clearly we're having some financial trouble here. I would like to, meanwhile, in Los Angeles, illegal dispensaries are running rampant. There are 4,000 of them, and 300 of us, 400 of us, and we're trying to compete against them while paying 10% tax. So I would really like to ask you guys to put a measure to the voters to lower the tax rate so that it is more in line with where alcohol and cannabis are taxed in the city.
Can we hold this time for a second? So, Speaker.
Which is less than 1%.
Hold on, Speaker.
Yes.
So you requested all items. You've used a minute. That's for item 18, which is on the budget generally. But I do not see any other cannabis-related items on the agenda. You're welcome to continue speaking about this during general if you'd like, but are there any other items on the agenda that you'd like to speak to? If not, I'm going to move you to general.
I could sing it in a foreign language, but no, it's okay. I appreciate you guys. Please put it to the voters.
so
We
general
need
public
lower
comment?
taxes. Thank you, guys.
All right. So hello, all council members. My name is Amber Dinesh Kumar, and I'm currently a freshman attending Granada Hills Charter High School. I would like to start off by thanking Councilmember Lee. Oh, there's Mr. Lee. Okay. So I'd like to thank Councilmember Lee for his Lead 12, as his Lead 12 program has taught me about what's happening in my community, and has also opened a lot of opportunities for me. The Lead 12 program has shown me how vital public service is to communities. Public service is more important now than ever because it addresses critical societal needs from infrastructure to public health and ensures the well-being and safety of communities. And you, council members, make that possible, so thank you. But I would like to talk about how I feel like there needs to be more extracurricular opportunities, such as like research programs, because I want to pursue a STEM-related job, such as like working in Google as like a programmer, and to go to like colleges that provide like better opportunities. You need like research programs, and so far haven't been able to like find any research
Speaker,
programs.
I'm going to pause right there. So your time has expired on general public comment, which is what you requested. So we have to move on to the next speaker.
All right, that's all right. Okay, thank you, man.
I'm here in support of the letter, No Mail, No Safety, No Dignity, produced by the LA Can community for Isabel Geraldo's District 14. We are demanding action on two fronts: immediate, on-site, lawful mail delivery for 15 occupied buildings, no more excuses. Restoration of 24/7 security, not armed thugs and intimidation, but real tenant protective presence across the Hala portfolio. I repeat, that's immediate, on-site, lawful mail delivery for AI 15 occupied buildings. No more excuses, punctuated with no more excuses. 7 seconds to wrap it up. That is perfectly timed. Thank you.
Okay. I'm a housing rights organizer for Los Angeles Community Action Network, better known as LA CAN. I work in Council District 14, and I reside in the city of Inglewood, a close neighbor of City of Los Angeles. And I am a landlord in Hermosa Beach. To hope for an affordable LA, Los Angeles Housing Department, Mayor Bass, city council members, and all those charged with protecting tenants, I'm here today in support of tenants from the 17 buildings recently purchased by Hope for an Affordable Los Angeles to submit a letter regarding conditions in the building. Tenants have told me directly they're not receiving mail, missing appointments, security has been pulled, doors aren't locked, people have been abused. No mail, no safety, no dignity. Our demands are immediate on-site lawful mail delivery for all 15 buildings, restoration of 24 security, not armed thugs, not intimidation, but real tenant protective presence across the Hallow portfolio.
All right, we're going to close public comment at this time. That meets our obligation for this meeting. I'll ask anybody to not. We said we're going to balance the. We're going to go through the list. Anybody who speaks out again, this is your first warning. Your second warning will result in your removal from this meeting, Mr. City Attorney.
And Mr. President, I believe that was Mr. Smith who was yelling out during your instructions.
Yes. LA hat, green, Army green LA Dodgers hat, interlocking L and A. Madam Clerk, what's before us?
Mr.